Why
it wasn't even static, it went down. And here is, not 1 minute. He should worry. These are not aspects on which you run down the country.
You're making it a Gujarat versus rest of India debate.
Well, Mr. Modi needs to understand the idea of India is beyond the territorial boundaries of Gujarat.
On that I respond. Smriti, go ahead.
He needs to understand
my
that
next,
India is a
1
huge,
second please. I'm coming. Smriti next and then Subramaniam Swamy.
Facts and figures.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which I have procured from the UPA. In relation to education, 8 IITs which were declared by the UPA are working out of temporary relocations because they have not received their permanent campuses. AICTE in the year 2011 to 2013 has had applications from 231 management colleges to shut down their colleges.
In Gujarat 80% of colleges don't have principals.
May I finish?
Your dropout ratio is about 62%.
Management seats have risen from 22,000 to 1,23,000.
Ma'am, I can reel off a lot of statistics. You will get very embarrassed hearing that about your
Let her complete here.
Mr. Jha, I tell you what is embarrassing?
Yes.
That Mr. Makan served as a minister in your government and forgot that the UPA gave Gujarat the best performing state in tourism award. That the UPA gave awards to Gujarat as back as February this year.
You're forgetting that several states got several awards for many achievements.
Allow me to finish.
Selective. Smriti Irani, you are being very selective.
Number of states in India get awards for.
In fact, for one category, multiple states get awards.
Since you speak about the idea of India, Mr. Jha.
So at least you are acknowledging the UPA is dispassionate.
In the incredible India campaign,
acknowledging that
why is it that you do not mention Somnath? Why is it that you do not mention Gir? Why is it that you do not mention the Dwarka temple? Is the idea of India such that you will exclude the tourist destinations, the holy destinations of Gujarat just to settle a political score?
You are reading from the Gujarat press release.
Don't sit here and pontificate, Mr. Jha, about the idea of India.
Smriti Irani is picking up from the Gujarat government press release.
Said in Parliament, Mr. Jha, that 67% of Indians still, as we speak, defecate in the open. And it is your government, sir, which makes one toilet in the planning commission
acknowledged publicly that Gujarat was doing very well even before Mr. Modi came into the picture. And a lot of it has been under the Congress regime.
Stick to the facts on the debate. I said by request to both our panelists. I want to ask,
given by the Congress-led UPA.
I'm just asking you one. I think it would be appropriate. I'm sure Subramaniam Swamy will back me on this one. Though he asked me what are your sources, I still continue to ask him, Subramaniam Swamy, I hope that after the program you will, or tomorrow, tell me what your sources are for saying that China has spent more than 20% on education.
Just now.
Reveal your sources.
I'm telling you the sources just now.
Yes.
I have got various statistical yearbooks of China. I've just come back from China.
Quote them.
I'm telling you, Chinese statistics require working. You are an ignoramus as far as Chinese
Thank you very much.
You're quoting the English.
But we know
English is no more a premier center for education.
Is he a sidekick of the Chinese that he's justifying
it? I have said today, Mr. Subramaniam Swamy, right on top of the news hour tonight, that facts need to be responded by facts, and you're calling me an ignoramus does not
know the facts.
I will not respond to you in the least. But I am
asking you to quote a Chinese source.
I am asking you, Mr. Subramaniam Swamy, that as far as I know, there is no link between 3.93% and 20%. And I want you to tell me where the 20% figure was right.
That is your surmise.
I am asking you where your 20% figure was right. I am asing Ms. Subramaniam Swamy, 1 minute. Smriti Irani, you don't need to come to Dr. Swamy's defense. Subramaniam Swamy.
I am telling you, if you are going to listen, I will tell you that defense estimates, they only show 3% of their GDP. It has been reworked by premier institutions like the Institute of Strategic Studies in London, and they have come to the conclusion it is 8%.
I will check this. I will check this.
I am quoting London because of you, mister.
1 minute.
Because your leader worked there.
No, he said London.
We don't know where she worked, but she worked in London. So you must have some respect for London. Give employment to your leader for some years.
By the way, is your source Bruce Lee or what? I don't know. I have no idea because they look highly questionable and suspect.
Well, my question here is, by the way, I want to go back to Subramaniam Swamy on the basic question here today, which I find that, don't you think, Subramaniam Swamy, don't you think, last question, don't you think the people of this country might completely reject the selective picking up of facts? And if political parties continue to get it as wrong as they have of late, don't you think, honestly, Subramaniam Swamy, don't you think the people of this country may say that let's have a more serious debate than cherry picking on facts? And I'm saying this to both sides. To both sides.
What?
And a sidekick
Cherry
of the
picking on statistics happens. Cherry pickings on statistics happens all over the world.
It's not good.
Every election campaign. So, well, we are here in debates only to correct it. But at the same time, you can't pounce on Mr. Modi for giving a statistic when you really don't know how these statistics have assembled. I'm telling you, the Chinese statistics cannot be relied on unless you go into it, and which of course the congressmen cannot, because most of them are semi-literates. If they have got any educational qualification, they are mostly fake.
Why don't you tell your Mr. Modi that next time he speaks in public, speak responsibly and disclose your sources. Stop fudging. Stop taking the country for a ride. The spin and yarn will no longer sustain. They will be questioned. The Congress is going to come on you and ask you questions to explain. We will not allow you to mislead the young people of India, Mr. Swamy. You and your whatever friends, Smriti Irani and Mr. Modi.
The young people of India do not believe the Congress party anymore. I think Mr. Jha is living in La La Land right now. But I think I'll only make one request to you.
I'm living in Mumbai.
I've seen the debate which happened.
You got a narrow perspective of Mumbai.
Like I said in the beginning of this discussion, for me, I'm addressing Mr. Goswami since he's the editor. My only request is
since you assumed I was living in La La Land, whatever that is called.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Stop interrupting.
No, you interrupted her. Now you're telling me to stop.
If you finish, please. I've got 1 minute on the debate, please. One second.
Why are the men on this channel squabbling so much? May I just answer?
Why do you know the
old man?
You know, I must say this, please. Please understand one thing.
I don't know how many.
I think the one area, if there's serious concern and not rhetorical concern, the serious concern on education would be the following. In the NDA regime, the education is between 1 to 2%. In the UPA regime, it is 4+%. There was a target of 7%. The only fact is this, ladies and gentlemen, I want to see this with complete conviction, that both the Congress and the BJP have failed to achieve the levels of education spend and targeted education spend that should be promised to the people of this country. I don't think, having done that,
Arnab,
that either side can take a high moral ground on it.
Let me just say this.
Anyway, for the record, we spent 53,000 crores, the highest allocation for expenditure.
Wrapping up.
In 2013-14, the NDA has a maximum at 5,000 crores in 2004. So we are like 10 times more than the NDA on education. Get your facts, Smriti Irani.
It revolves around the fact that apart from making allocations and proclamations, what the citizen benefits from at the end of the day is the implementation.
Yeah,
and when it comes to implementation, Arnab, you know better than I that the UPA led by the Congress party has failed on all fronts.
No,
there is
I take a wager with Subramaniam Swamy. I take a wager with Subramaniam Swamy.
Might defy that argument.
I take a wager with Subramaniam Swamy, who says the Institute of Strategic Studies says that China has spent more than 20% on the economy. And I say, is that 20% of reference?
I did not say that. Don't misquote me.
You just said that.
I said the defense budget, where the Chinese official statistics say 3%.
What about education?
They said it is 8%.
What is education?
So, education in the Institute of Statistics Studies doesn't deal with education.
Well,
you want to know about education? I will do a research for you and tell you. But I know that Chinese statistics are multivariate. There are 3 different sources.
Show me, with a great respect to your, with a great,
and unfortunately,
no one can defend.
Okay.
Miss Irani is a good artist, but today she cannot defend Fenku because Fenku is going so far.
Mr. Gohil,
on the news tonight, I am closing this debate.
Pappu and Bhoku. But is that solving the problem of the people on ground?
And that.
I don't think
the same Miss Irani has said Mr.
Let's
Modi
not
is
get
a
into
bot
such
on the
childish.
nation. And if he will not
Let's
resign,
not get into such a childish squabble, Mr. Gohil. That is what has cost the Gujarat election.
I take a wager with Dr. Subramaniam Swamy is the increase in spend, that on the Chinese increase in research in science and technology, which goes up beyond 20%, or a pure figure of 20% above GDP. Because if it is, then we are looking at a very different economic model of growth.
First of all, Arnab Goswami, don't challenge me on statistics because I have not quoted any statistics. I have only told you that, first of all, you quote me the source.
Why did you
If you had told me in advance that program you are going to raise these statistics, I would have come prepared. But I am telling you, Chinese statistics require correction because there are multiple information. Sometimes if you are not familiar with China, you will make this mistake. Of course, the congressman
I know, Dr. Swami, I know, Dr. Swami, that you don't hold a very high opinion of my level of awareness, but I can assure you, even with your level of opinion on my level of awareness, I can tell you, and since you have called...
No, don't generalize.
Since you have called me an ignoramus on national television, I say today that if you, Dr. Subramaniam Swami, bring a quoted figure of 20% plus spend in education, I assure you, I will debate that with you separately, one-on-one on the News Hour tonight. Only for one of time, I'm wrapping up.
While you take your wagers, while you take your wagers, I thought this discussion was about India, and I've had absolutely no response with regard to
the comparison point, Smriti Irani, in case
about
you
the
didn't notice.
government of India's own performance in the field of education. I understand the silence because the government of India has failed in its duty even in the field of education.
That's it on the News Hour debate number 2 tonight. I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break. Fact versus fact. The debate will continue. Should all sides get their facts right the next time? We're continuing the debate later on the News Hour tonight. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.